I am back. Thank you for staying around. I will restart the game just a bit. I saw that Vanessa won, so at the moment this morning, there are a lot of people that want to see me play Vanessa, so we are playing Vanessa. I think you set a default 30-second max. Um, I don't know if it's still like was towards me. If I don't know, my poll was like 2 minutes. At least this is what it showed me when I clicked on it. Um, or was it not a message towards me? Um, Thank you so much. So we are playing Vanessa run. Obviously, we are not doing this on rank though. So we are definitely going for unranked here. Um, First of all, obviously I have not too much of an idea what I'm doing here. So if you want to backseat and have something you want to weigh in that I missed or skills that I don't know of that I should go for more often or whatever, feel absolutely free to give your wisdom, and we try to, or I try to use that in my favor here. Game plan is probably the only Vanessa that I really in all honesty, consistently face is one weapon builds. Um, Probably the only exception is if you find the augmented weaponry, you can probably go for a full weapon Vanessa build rather consistently as well. But obviously, that depends if 10 Major shows up and also gives you this skill kind of early as a direction. Other than that, maybe you can get like a proboscis and a eel maybe. I don't know if that is ever accumulating to enough. Um, you still would need to find a scaling option. Um, I would say this is also. Oh, there's like the haste trebuchet thing. Uh, True. I have actually not looked too often at those builds. So probably it was like water wheel trebuchet and something on the other side in some sort of loop there. Um, I have to a little bit to admit it's a lot blurry there. But this is part of the, like, I don't know, part of the learning experience here for me at least. And there was like at least a demand to do this once in a while. So there we are going. Well, isn't that a hoot? So at least we have a lot of medium-sized item and not like small items that don't do anything. Um, as was our last Vanessa run. I would say, even though those two items will give me some economy and no, yeah, both of those are like digging up stuff. If I take a shovel on day one, I will not win day one, right? Like I watched the Shirku don't take the shovel day one part in the interview with Reynard, where he was like, yeah, if you take a shovel, you can also like just concede the first run, kinda. I will wager it's the same with the fishing rod. And while the star chart might be good, there's no damage on the star shot itself. It's probably only good later if you have like the weapon. I would say you just go with Shaw Claws and two weapons and say, well, that is scaling, that is in the face, and maybe you get over the line, right? Um, Trap Katana is good, okay. Trap is fun, okay. And there's a link. Let's look at it for just a second. What I think is better of those two? You're on day 7. I don't know your core cooldown. At least you have an Aiden. Depending on the core cooldown. If the core cooldown is low, it's probably the race core because it's just doesn't matter if it's like crit or not. It's just like immune to slow. If your core cooldown is still high, you want to proc more often, and you buy the missiles. If you have like a water cooler in stash, I would even consider at least buying both here, just for the future, having the race call for now, the missiles, as well as using those to scale even more out of the water cooler. Okay. So there, da da da. Release day 1. Shockler is probably the second best day weapon now after Triple Shoe. Core cooldown is 5.6. Okay, yeah. So I would take the missiles for now, and then probably even the race call. You had the money for that. Anyway, back to this game. I would wager this is something that can win day one fights, and is Vanessa or any hero I want to win day one fights, right? The other items is just the problem is, especially with Vanessa, like you cannot bank on winning day 2 and 3 if you don't pull off, right? It's like you were struggling in the first few days to find the very few items that are actually strong. So I would wager Shaw Claws is here by far the best to pick, and the rest is unfortunately not viable if you want to win, right? So this is how I want to phrase it. So are there medium items that I think that I don't know if they're medium items? Probably there's a star chart. Probably there's like Source of Haste, maybe a medium item weapon that is good. I wouldn't know. But I also feel like you're not really strong, and if you don't have the fastest scaling opponent, getting like 5 region in here is pretty good. So I'm inclined to say maybe that might be a good idea. In the long run, if I have a better intuition about the pool, maybe I would have wanted to go for something different. So this is actually 2.5 and then a lot of scaling. Like we're scaling for 1.5, so then it's 4. So we should be able to raise a Viper here, I would wager. Should be kind of easy. And then we can get a poisoned Toxic Fang here. So that sounds about right. The Katana is there. Okay, yeah, sure. Maybe the medium pool just for the Katana is pretty good here, because the Katana has probably good synergy with the Shock Claws, because it is get a lot of scaling and then the fast proc. So yeah, I agree. Probably not wise of me skipping the Katana option there. I don't know if that pool is in my favor. No intuition about that. I don't want to look up every single pool and make this like a 10-minute per encounter game though. Like the correct play, if I want to min-max the absolute maximum from the start on, would be taking out Bazaar and always clicking slow bronze item Vanessa pool and look what is in there, right? And then look at bronze medium pool and look what is in there. And then, you know, I have like obviously a better intuition where I want to go and what is more likely to be in my favor. But if I do that, this is taking like even more forever than it already does. So I don't think we should or I should do this. I think like then that is a little bit over the top, and I might lose a few viewers. So let's still go with like just bare intuition and not too much game and pool knowledge about the items. So I don't think, I mean, there might be dog lines that I know of that are slowing, but there's probably a lot of stuff that I don't like, as well as dog lines here in bronze would probably also not help me a lot. I want to get weapons in, though I can also say, well, leveling and 2 XP is good. I mean, there is only a little bit coming up, so I should, though, focus on buying stuff. I take the experience, it's okay. Sure, we are leveling. Let's stay committed. It's not the worst in general. So I can get an aquatic item, which has probably high roll and low roll potential. And I learned there's more low roll than high roll potential on my last run. Sharpening stones, though, is also only a little bit of extra damage. Like, I don't know what bronze sharp stones give you even, because I'm using them to few. It's probably 4 damage. So that is accumulating a little bit. 2 income, though, on day 1 is actually something. I know that I don't struggle in general with gold here, but on day 1 I feel like it's also valuable. I will look up what actually how much I get from the what is it, sharpening stones, because in all honesty I so rarely pick them. I don't know. It's 3. Okay. Free sharpening damage, like it's like 1 proc extra up front. I don't think it's worth it here. Aquatic has high roll, but also a lot of low roll potential, I would wager. Like, I don't know, like a little bit of heal or like a very little shield here. is also not really helping me to win this fight. We were committed a little bit to just saying we are going on the level up. I would say income here might be just the correct thing to do. Let's see if that is a silver trebuchet or if we are in a good situation. Yeah, Toki, I hope the best that I get over the finish line here. I mean, the last time there was only 4% crit, not to chance to not crit, and I think we would have gotten over the line there. I would say we might actually have enough scaling here. There is no scaling on that side, and the region is actually buying us enough time. So yeah, we are winning this fight just because of we having scaling and our opponent does not have scaling, as well as probably a lot of carry from the extra HP and 5 region. So that was a good for us. Went back to rank 1. We will see about that. I talked about it earlier in stream. You can later watch the VODs if they are available. I have question to the game. Do you need 2 same rarities to upgrade an item? Yes. Okay, cool. Game. So at the moment I rely on weapon damage, right? I leveled, so I don't need to take another experience here. We are good on the experience for now. And my build is more or less consistent with weapons. So we are going to weapon shop. When you use a weapon or haste, charge for 1. So I'm inclined to say maybe this trebuchet is going anywhere. Let's just buy it. I have like a lot of financial means here, so we are gonna do this. Is a pet rock good? It's only 5 crit. And while 5 crit is not nothing, 5 crit is also not a lot. This is when I use an adjacent item, get extra 3. So if I get a katana in the future here and use it with shark claw, we get extra scaling in. I don't know, I like it. I would skip the pet rock here, though it's 1 gold. Let's go here on the weapon angle for a little bit, enjoy that, and then we will see. When you burn, reload this. At the moment, not too much burn going on. I mean, yeah, sure, but hello, that takes forever. Though, I mean, it's like, what, 10 DPS? 5 seconds? I don't know. Maybe just take the revolver, call it a day. For, I don't know, future me that maybe wants to use it. If we're like going here on the weapon angle and try out again whether this is good. Yeah, actually, maybe I'm inclined to do this. I'm not inclined to buy the musket though. No katana set. We are like a little bit poor. Medium items, katana. And that's about it, right? I mean, there might be haste items, star chart. I don't know. My intuition tells me I want to go here for the experience. There's a Tint City Major, and my weapon angle is getting a lot stronger if I get this skill. It's kind of, at least in a reasonable drop chance to try, for sure. I think for now, this might be maybe even, I don't know if it's the strongest. We should get over the line though. So Trebuchet Musket isn't great. It's only better with lighter and stuff. Yeah, I feel the same. Okay. So much for that dream. So last time people told me we have the same issue. Not too many great bronze skills, maybe some silver ones. So I shouldn't still stick to the my game understanding and don't go for the bronze tier skills. I don't know if there are really any ammo items I can think of that are really good. I don't think so. And there's bronze tier chocolate. Is that ever good? I mean, it's 30 health, right? 30 health is 30 health. Though, um, um, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I want to just get an intuition about skills and look at skills here. I don't think like 30 health is cutting it. And I mean, people tell me it might be a double barrel, right? And then double barrel itself is okay, but bronze it's also not as strong at the moment, and I also don't have reload, so I don't feel the ammo vendor here. And I don't think like 30 health is. I mean, for now it's 10% extra health. I mean, noteworthy is like a little bit of an understatement there. Um, and people tell me this is not good, but I also want to get an intuition about the shield pool there. Whatever. That's, I would say, the correct play probably with the informations I have is not doing that. Probably the order was not correct if I want to pick this. And I might be inclined to say this might be good enough to pick. I mean, it was once good. Like if I play like this and then I get like 10 extra damage there and 5 crit. I mean, that ain't the worst. That ain't the worst. I mean, we position differently obviously here. Yeah, and then I screwed myself out of 3 health, I think. So early on I would say maybe it is okay. I will go for the weapon skills because I'm a weapon build here. And maybe there is something good. I wouldn't know. When you sell a weapon, gain 10 max health. Yeah. 2 damage. Well, what is 2 damage? 6 crit? I mean, that's accumulating. Or medium weapon have 6 damage. That is not accumulating. But 6 crit? I mean, that is a future-proof solid skill here. That is a little bit of extra scaling kind of on the crit side. It helps me a little bit with the revolver. I like it. I like it. It's not too bad. It's definitely not too bad. Even if I go one weapon build in the future, like the 6% crit would have saved me at some point. So we are putting this probably on the shark close because this is probably the item that I will stay the longest out of those with, and we shouldn't be greedy in this situation. So we're doing it like this, and then this and this is the fastest. We charge a little bit here on the trebuchet. Yeah, I would wager this is the correct setup. I will hopefully not run out of ammo straight on the revolver, and this is definitely how I want to do it. I don't know if positioning is still relevant, but in case it is, shark claws are to the left, so if they're proccing at the same time, I still get the extra 6 damage. Okay. Yeah, also, Emmy, you can look up how to add comments. Comments. Um, you have the rights. You have just to look up how to add comments on stream elements, and then you use the stream elements way, and you can easily um, add comments yourself if you ever feel to, just as a when you want to. Um, why not buff the trebuchet? Well, I am not certain I will stay around with the trebuchet. That is only bronze here, not silver, so it's not like um your item you're sticking around maybe with. Like I don't know, like I'm new, so I don't like I have no experience, but my intuition, my reasoning in this, I play Vanessa for the second time in like I haven't played Vanessa before, and I would say like close after release. I don't know if I will stay with the trebuchet, right? I mean, might be the case that I play some sort of trebuchet build. Like, I don't know. I have no clue. But if I ever go something else, probably the trebuchet will be cut early because it's only bronze here. And this is silver and kind of a lot stronger on its own. So if I don't know, put in different items that make no synergies, this item will get cut. And if I, for example, go for one weapon build, and then try to pivot in that direction because I don't know, get a crow's nest and other item silencer that will make me inclined to do this, I probably will, at least for the pivot time, use the shark claws for sure over the trebuchet without anything that does charging the trebuchet, right? That's super easy intuition. So for me, the shark claws is over the trebuchet. Those also trigger at least as fast. So there was no consideration for me to put this actually on the trebuchet. Might be wrong, but that is at least the reasoning I can give you for why I did what I did. So at the moment we are playing like a full weapon build. So if we just want to go ham on that, we should look at weapons and see what we get offered. This is not happening here. This is more an economy item than everything else. Though it is an economy item that I can justify buying here probably. I have a decent amount of gold. I have extra income since day 2. I have the space. I will have a PvE fight coming up anyway soonish, so it doesn't feel too bad. Does the shoe blade feel good? I would say it's too slow. I mean, it has a little bit of extra crit for free on it, but I rather have like fast proccing weapons, and there has to be faster proccing weapons than the shoe blade. Rifle is no good because I have more than one weapon, so yeah. And I will not buy it for, I don't know, very, very far away future on the one weapon, and then the rifle is a little bit a bit better than the shark claw in very edgy cases. So that ain't happening. There's a double barrel, there's a cutlass, and there's a hand axe. 3 damage on my items. I don't think that is enough. Getting like a cutlass for the future because it's a good item. It's probably better than the shark claws as a single weapon. It's 2.5. I mean, it's 5, but it's better. So I will get this. So now the only question is, do I ever believe in this bronze double barrel? I would say no. I don't have a reload way to do, and it's only bronze. I mean, I could justify selling an extract here. That wouldn't be the issue. But I feel like this item, it looks good, but if it can only proc twice, I don't know if it's that good. And I don't have any ways to improve the ammo at the moment, so I don't think I want to buy this for the future. I have already something I want to put on the board next if I level up after the end of the day or find better items. Okay. Do we want to look at weapon skills again? I would say probably. Though, I don't know, small large items has a crow's nest pivot in it. Maybe a trebuchet, but I'm also struggling for gold here a little bit. Or I get a free weapon. I will look. Trebuchet is like dually core. I'm not so convinced on your metrics there, because the most Vanessas I faced and that beat me or were scary did not run a trebuchet. I don't know. Yeah, maybe it's a freebie because it's a weapon, as well as helping me a little bit on the money side here. I can see that as a good reason. Yeah, I would say we're still kind of strong enough to easily find here. I still should check PvE encounters because I'm still in a very dually mindset, and in Vanessa there might be other items I just overlooked here. I didn't even know if there was, but like I should have done my due diligence here. So on day 3 we saw, I think it was a rogue scrapper. I mean, getting the junkyard club on the rogue scrapper is also something. Or like whatever there would have been good. Okay, anyway, yeah, I need to focus more on looking at the items there. So are we considering going like full YOLO on that direction here and I mean, I will never use those. Take another 10 damage scaling and 5 crit. I mean, early I think you can justify that. Later on, you should probably stop with that crazy approach. Let's do full weapon in the face approach a little bit further here. I also think maybe it is... it's not really time. Maybe it's time. Put the cutlass here. Not the worst idea. Aquatic items over chocolate. I mean, the problem with the chocolate is if we're doing the approach further, the chocolate loses at least over time a decent amount of health. Though also we should recompensate for the crit and damage. That will also fall off, like the 10 damage early is strong, but later, well, we're later, right? I don't know. I rather get like decent items here. Is a submarine ever a decent item? Let me think about this for player don't figure out. You can also concede in ranked, so you have the same issue there, kind of. Anyway, submarine. What do I think about the submarine? I mean, it's a large item, so the effective cooldown for its size is actually 3 times this amount. So it's just a 9-second. Is that the correct thing to do? Like I have a proc every 3 seconds, but I lose a lot of different other things then, right? So this is like 2.5, this is 4, and this is 3 seconds, but over 3 spaces, so it should be 9 if I'm not like too sleepy in the morning. And then I would say this is a bait item, right? I mean, it's no scaling on its own. It's I don't know. I don't believe in the submarine. Like I think like a couple patches ago, submarine was okay. When people figured out the game, I will not buy the submarine here. I think it is a bait. Can I buy the ambergris and say, well, I will buy probably a few aquatic item and then this is net positive? I mean, it would be fast net positive.